Today I'm going to talk about how to create a powerful yet virtually painless transdermal carrier that a person could use to transport PEDs, peptides, supplements, and even pain relief items like NSAIDs across the skin layer. Now, what's the point of this? This used to be a lot more common back in the earlier days of kind of the bodybuilding underground, late 90s, early 2000s, where guys had a little less access to information and guidance and that sort of thing. And as their curiosity grew, they might start with an oral and then think about injectables when they were trying to kind of go over to the dark side. And along the way, since they're afraid of injections or not experienced, they might try to use a transdermal delivery system. Theoretically, a transdermal delivery can give up to about 50% of the target drug, supplement, substance, whatever, into the system. Now, that's not very likely. More than likely, it's going to be somewhere between 10% and maybe 40 at best. So it's kind of similar to sublingual in a way. It's just a different pathway, and you have to open it up with something like DMSO. Now, the problem with DMSO is that it's very kind of harsh, and it can be very irritating to your skin. But it does allow larger moleculed items above the molecular weight of 500. So I have personally tested for myself a transdermal Oxytocin, where this is actually the formula that I'm going to use, except I'm not going to use it with Oxytocin today. I'm going to use it with... So stay tuned for that. I've used it with Oxytocin. It has a molecular weight of about 1,000, maybe 1,100, and it still clearly gets through because there's very clear mental side effects that come along with Oxytocin. So as that goes through the skin barrier and straight into your bloodstream, you can feel it within just a few minutes. So it is possible. What percentage? We can only guesstimate, to be honest. There are various ways to get the job done, so to speak, transdermally. But I'm going to focus on dimethyl sulfoxide. Why? It's readily available. It's familiar. We know what to expect from it. It does have its criticisms. We can get into that another day. But this is what I'm going to focus on today and show you how this works. Here it says, DMSO is the most commonly used penetration enhancer among sulfoxides, potent aprotic solvent that is pale, unscented, and hygroscopic. Radio-labeled and non-labeled DMSO measured in penetration capability into human skin. The results suggest that 15 to 30% of topically applied DMSO penetrates human skin in vitro within 2 hours. That's in a petri dish. And while in vivo results indicated that DMSO is metabolized in the body. Point is, it's powerful, it has its own way of working, but that does irritate the skin. So what we're going to do is we're going to combine a portion of DMSO with a portion of vegetable glycerin. And DMSO, you can get this on Amazon. You can probably get it at your local farm store. It's used oftentimes for horses when they have joint aches and stuff. It's used for people. People do that too. Use it for arthritis. I don't want to use it willy-nilly. I use it sparingly. Okay, so just for a little demonstration and live reaction, you'll have to take my word for it, but I went ahead and added a little bit of green food coloring to the DMSO, which is going to be 60% of our solution. And here's just plain vegetable glycerin, organic, pure vegetable glycerin. Now, like I've said, you can get the DMSO on Amazon, anywhere you want. You can get a great big bottle of glycerin like I get for about 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that for a gallon. Or you can go to your local Walmart and get it for, a little 8-ounce bottle for $3 or $4, okay? So, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put the DMSO in first. And like I say, I'm going to add only a proportional amount of 40% to this. So we're going to be careful. There. Now, we'll shake this up. Now we've got a 60-40 blend, 60% DMSO, 40% vegetable glycerin. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on a thin layer of skin right here on my palm, right around the thumb, between the thumb and the... And then spread that around. Now this is not where you would apply DMSO and whatever you're trying to take, but this is just for a demonstration. But what we're going to do is I'm going to actually add a little bit of lemon essential oil. Now I'm going to wait. Yeah, I can already taste the DMSO. I just wanted to add something to it I could taste, but yeah, I can already taste the DMSO, maybe a little hint of the essential oil. Just gets in your bloodstream. So I know that sounds crazy, but that's how it works. If you have something that's potent, like they make a rose scented DMSO cream, and you can actually put that on your palm right here like this, and within about 3 or 4 minutes you can actually taste that rose scented flavoring in your mouth. So that's how DMSO works. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can definitely taste it now. And it just breaks down that first layer, gets through there. And people say, well, won't that open up that all and everything that goes through your skin will be yada, yada, yada. Make sure you wash down with alcohol before you put anything on with DMSO. But DMSO itself is a weak antibacterial. It's not as strong as an alcohol, but it is an antibacterial. In proportions of 40% or more, it's actually strongly antibacterial. But on your skin and stuff, it's going to do as well as like rubbing alcohol? No. But it is an antibacterial, so anything that goes through the DMSO is going to be neutralized anyway. Just a few thoughts on that and how to accomplish that. Like I say, this is a 60-40 mix, green food coloring, just to illustrate that it's mixed. But 40% vegetable glycerin, 60% DMSO. And like I say, you can get this, you know, at your local farm store or at, you know, Amazon, eBay, that sort of thing. And I recommend going with the medi-gel. And the reason is because DMSO is a very fickle bird, you know. It's a very strange bird. If you get the pure liquid, like this is still pure, but it's in gel form, so it stays more stable. But if you get just the liquid, it'll actually freeze at temperatures, I think, under like 60 degrees or something like that. So you'll come back and your whole bottle will be frozen solid. You have to warm it up to 70 degrees. That's not ideal. I like the medi-gel. It's a lot easier to work with, less runny, stays in place better. And you can use, I don't have them in front of me, but you can get them at Walmart, but they're really cheap on Amazon. These little plastic or little films that like tattoo covers, like when you're healing from a tattoo. You get those, you put it over your spot, make sure it's sealed around where there's no liquid, where that's nice and tight so it doesn't run. Works better for some people than others. I'm not a huge fan of the patches. I'm not a huge fan of DMSO delivery if I don't have to. But for example, my partner, my girlfriend, actually uses this anytime she's testing out something like an Oxytocin or something like that. She doesn't like injections. Hey, fair enough. You can still get some benefits from it. Is it going to be as strong as an injection? Of course not. You're going to get anywhere from 10% absorption to 40%, something like that. So anyway, that's the breakdown on that, and hope that was informative. And if you like this sort of thing, check out the other Instructables we have on the Ultimate Formulations page.